What's up, YouTubers? No, just kidding. Here we go. Let's do question number 22 from page 11 on the projectile worksheet. So, what is the range? Range is the horizontal distance an object travels during a projectile shot. For instance, how far a golf ball flies or how far a football can be thrown. So, on this question, number 22, on planet physics beta, which has a gravitational field strength of 6 meters per second squared, Ben hits a golf ball at 40 meters per second at an angle of 50 degrees above the horizontal. How far from Ben does the ball land? We have to assume level terrain. So this is a projectile that's launched up and lands back at the same height. And the velocity, it's launched at a velocity of 40 meters per second at an angle of 50 degrees above the horizontal. So that 50 and 40, we have to break it apart into our components. So we will go 40 times the sine of 50 to get the vertical component, and that'll be 30.64. And 40 times the cosine of 50 will get the horizontal component, which is 25.71. Okay? We now start filling in the table. Horizontally, it's accelerating at 0. Vertically, it's accelerating at 6, downwards. Horizontally, it's launched at 25.71. Okay, and vertically, it's launched at 30.64 up. Now, when it lands over at this point, the displacement is 0. Vertically, it goes 0 because it starts up and comes back down to the same height. And we've learned before that what goes up must come down at the same speed, but the opposite direction. I'm not going to prove that again, but that we've done that before. And now to get the time, it's easy. The time is going to be equal to the change in velocity over the acceleration. And the change in that velocity is going to be 61.28. 61.28. We have to just double that number. And that's still in our calculator here. We take this number and multiply it by 2. And then we ended up dividing it by 6. So this will be the time, because we have to divide it by the acceleration, which is 6. So the time is going to equal 10.21. So this is 10.21. This is 10.21. And now the range, which is the horizontal distance, is velocity horizontal times the time. And that's just going to equal 25.71 meters per second and a time of 10.21 seconds. And when we multiply those together, we take that number that we have, 10.21, and multiply it by the speed of 25.71, and we get the range, which is 262.6 meters. There's our answer. There's our shortcut. Short answer, that is. Thank you. Remember to smash that like button. Subscribe often.